guys, Mr. and Mrs. Flashback here for an extended weekend video. It is a holiday weekend, so we will have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in this video, which is good for us because we were a little scared on our sales. So,
yeah, this is Linda. I'm Cameron. If you're new, we're resellers. We sell stuff online on platforms like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. We buy stuff at garage sales, state sales, thrift stores, try to flip it online for a profit. Usually holiday weekends are pretty slow. In general, because people are out doing things. Usually just shopping is not a priority. We had a lower dollar quantity wise of sales than you would expect for 4 days from us. I think dollar amount, it actually was better than quantity wise.
yeah.
Due to some higher dollar items selling, really helped us get to where we are. So let's get into it. Linda will go over the numbers first, and then we will show you guys what sold.
So we had 33 sales on our main platform, eBay, for just over $1,600, which is literally where we want to be.
Only $400 a day, so for 4 days we're at $1,600, which is great. That does include the sales tax. That's how eBay puts it all, the total. So, and shipping comes out, but that's kind of the bar we've set to really at least maintain where we want to be financially. A lot of times we had a $700 day on Friday. So Friday was a $700 day, and I was
happy.
like, it was only 9 or 10 sales. I'm like, we're killing it. Saturday and Sunday, things just died on us. And then, you know, we had a little bit of sales, and then today we've had some, and it kind of leveled out in the end, but really Friday was a big day. So let's get into it, though. First item is...
First up, Cameron purchased a lot of flower books. Lots and lots of flowers.
These ones are botanical drawing ones. So, like, I guess illustrating and using colored pencils and stuff to draw plants.
Oh, and birds.
There's only the bird one was thrown in here because it also does, it's botanical and bird, but the rest are all just botanical. I also got a bunch of other ones that were how to watercolor paint botanical stuff.
And also a book that was reference photographs of
we sold that last week.
Flowers.
And I got another book that I listed for 15. And then I also got a bunch of bird sightseeing, like little pamphlets and like little small books that I put all together, like different kinds of birds and how to identify them. It was all on this garage sale, a big community sale. She was open the day before. I got there on Saturday, the first sale I stopped at. I was going to grab a couple books because I scanned them and looked, they were going for 10 or 12 bucks. She had them at $5 a piece. I said, would you do like maybe half if I bought maybe a couple of them? And she's like, yeah, sure. And I started looking through and I had 4 that I wanted to get that looked like it'd be about 30, 40 bucks in sales. And she goes, just take everything on the table for 10 bucks. I said, well, I was already going to pay 10 for the 4 that I had. So sure. And it paid off because this lot sold for
$60 shipped.
We sold that one book for 15 already. So we're already 75. I have another lot of, I think, 40. And then I have another individual book for 13 or 14. And then I also have a, those bird sightseeing guides. So pretty good deal, just buying in bulk. Let's go to the next one.
Next up, we've got a Star Macronics SP500 receipt printer. There you go. Tested it and it works, and sold for $60 shipped.
By testing it, I powered it up and made sure it spit out everything and everything. I didn't hook it up with the serial cable, so, and I put that in the listing. So that was, I think I got it for $5.
Then here's a big one out of our $700 manual buy. This is a 07 Acura TL sedan shop manual. Sold for $200 shipped.
That was the best sale of the weekend. That guy bought it. On
that $700 manual buy is still paying off.
Yeah, that was probably the best manual we have left. I think a lot of the other stuff we have is lower dollar, but it'll still add up. Again, it's all profit at this point.
Still a good amount of the 03 Elements.
Yeah, the 03 Elements sell for around 100. Those are still pretty good. 80 to 100. We have a lot of 15, 20, and $30 manuals left, but they'll still sell. We'll make 10, 15, 20 bucks depending on what it is. It's easy money. It was the best buy I ever had in my life, and it led to another buy where we got the Element manuals and all these tools, which is still, I haven't even processed most of them yet. We've gotten through some of the sets, but yeah, very, very good deal. Very blessed by that buy.
Then we got a pair of Zondervan NIV Bible commentaries. Sold for
one of them, but there's another one.
$35 shipped.
Those are $5 from a garage sale.
Then we got a Calculated Industries qualifier model 3430 calculator. Sold for $21 and some change.
That was $1.
Then we went over to Savers. Cameron picked up the Will and Grace set. This is actually seasons 4 through 8. And those are sealed. Sold for $55 shipped to a repeat buyer.
Yeah, and they were, I think, $3 a piece. So how many do we have?
5.
5. So a minimum for 15. They sold it. It wasn't like an amazing, I mean, I would do that deal again because I saw that there were some selling for around 50 to 60 and they were all sealed. I was hoping they'd have the whole set, but I couldn't find them. So
yeah,
good deal on that. I will say Will and Grace season 8 sells pretty well. I think even used, just the last season, I think it sells pretty well.
There you go. Next up, we got a vintage Bosch Universal Mixer ice cream attachment. Picked it up at one of our local thrift stores and sold for $60 shipped.
I didn't really know what it was. Then I was like, it's an ice cream maker. I'm like, that's what I thought it might be, but I couldn't find a Bosch ice cream maker. Then I finally found one, but it's missing
The crank.
yeah, something that you put in here. So they're not that common. We bought the Bosch mixer from from a thrift store, and I bought it, and I spent $50 on it, but we've sold $80 for the unit right away. We've sold bowls and lids and different stuff. It's super profitable. So you get $50 on that, or 60.
Next up is a Polaroid that you should look out for. This is a Polaroid SX70. This is the Alpha 1 Model 2. It's a land camera. You should have showed it all the way down.
Oh, I'll show both.
Okay, so this is the camera you're going to look out for. It's a Polaroid. It's got the bright red dot on the front. It's got a brown, looks like it's maybe it was supposed to be like a leather stamping. Well, it's kind of got
this is leather, but
yucky on it now.
But there's actually different ones. There's a white one of this. There's like a black one. There's also a more brownish tan colored one. There's like the Alpha Model 1 and different stuff. So if you see a camera that looks like this, or I can do this right. Sold a lot of these, so this is a sleeper, guys. A lot. You see this thing folded up. People don't even know how to open it. And if you saw, you pull up right there, and then you pull up here like that, and then you just set this little bar. I don't know if it's on the other side. No, this little bar. Just kind of push it like that, and it'll tighten up. So. But if you see these do really well, even for parts. This one sold for
$140 shipped.
They sometimes come in leather cases. It'll be like a tan leather case. It just like this would slide right into. Some have a little strap on the top. Those cases, or if you find the case, will sell for 20, 30, $40, depending on which one you have. I spent $5 at this at a garage sale. A guy was there, I guess the day before, bought all the camera lenses and everything, and just left this in this leather case in this box, and a video camera. And he had told her nothing left was any good. And so I walked up and I saw the case. I knew exactly what it was. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, what do you want? She goes, $5. It's nothing good. I'm like, well, this is pretty nice. She goes, well, $5. And I'm like, okay. So this sold for 140. I have the really good leather case. I think that'll go for like $50 or $60. I have one of the better ones. But look out for these. Again, there's different color ones. Polaroid SX70 land camera sells all the time. It's sold for years. I've sold it for probably 10 years, since I've ever found one. They've all sold. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Then we got a new open box Le Creuset Heart Ramekin. It's the mini one, and it sold for $42 shipped.
This was really $15. I had bought 2 of them. Is that one somewhere? Yeah, I think I got a discount too. I think she said it was like half off or something. So maybe I paid $7.50. We bought a bunch of La Creuset or Le Creuset, whatever it is, stuff from an estate sale. Sometimes you're just surprised at why stuff is sitting there. You know, there's so many resellers out there, but some stuff just sits and it just works out. So very blessed.
Then we got a pair of vintage Mikasa brand Blue Daisy set salt and pepper shakers. They're both missing the rubber stopper on the bottom, but they did sell for $30 shipped.
Yeah, they go for like $35 if you have the rubber stopper. The cool thing, I bought this Mikasa set at a garage sale. It was a girl, she was selling for her mom or whatever. Mom was gone. And I bought a bunch of other stuff. I'm like, how much for that kitchenware set? And I didn't really want it because of all the work. But I'm like, if she's gonna say $50, $100, and it'll just be easy. Okay, I looked it up and it sells. She goes, oh, my mom wants $25. I'm like, son of a gun, can't leave it for 25. And I looked, I'm like, let me just make sure. And the condition was like really good. And I'm like, fine, I'll take it. We already sold 2 like serving bowls. They sold for $60 or $70, I think. And now this, so we're already in the profit for sure. I got plates, I got gravy boats, I got a butter dish, I got all kinds of. It was a nice set, so parts out really well.
Then we got Wolfenstein The Old Blood for PS4. Cameron messed up and put disc only in the title. It's not disc only, it does come with the case, and it sold for $16 shipped.
That was $5, so I know I paid up for it, so it probably hurt a little bit. That's why it took a little while to sell, because of the disc only. Probably confused.
Then we got a pair of Royal Tweed premium grade Cheney of Cheney?
I don't
Cheney of England. These are a men's 9.
Probably Cheney.
It's probably Cheney. Wingtip Oxford dress shoes, and those sold for $42 shipped.
Those were $10 from that same community sale. Actually, it's funny. The community sale, I got this SX70 in. I got those boots, and I got something we already sold. Oh, the the botanical stuff. That was all the one. I hadn't been garage selling in a long time. Yep.
Oh yeah, okay.
I haven't been a long time, and I went out to this one community sale. We have more.
You didn't leave that sale.
No. What?
Was that
Oh, it was
day?
one community. I stayed in one community the whole time, which is
Yeah,
rare.
you
Usually I'm
didn't-
so
yeah.
quick, but we're going to see one more item.
Yeah.
I think one more only from that sale we're going to see here in a second. So pretty cool. Next.
Then we got a Craftsman
Actually, two things.
5-inch scroll saw blade assortment, new in packaging. It sold for $20 shipped.
That was $4.50, but easy sale, first class shipping, just sitting in somebody's garage in the States. So.
Then we got a vintage 1996 Metallica on the load again. A tour concert, size extra large, and that did sell for $72 shipped.
I think I paid like 20 bucks on that. So.
Then out of the DVD 800 buy, which it was not marked, but that's okay. This is the Sherlock Holmes collection. You try finding it when it's not marked. And that did sell for $8 shipped. Next up, this is a built men's blue multicolor long sleeve motorcycle jacket, size medium.
Yeah,
it does have
some stains.
It does have some patch. I think they're oil stains because I could not get them out. And it does have some patches, obviously from probably the person's sponsor, but they still sold for $65 shipped.
That was a cool one.
Then a iPhone box. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, sold for 10 and some change.
I haven't sold an iPhone box in a minute.
Then we got a sealed version of Two Evil Eyes, the limited edition Blue Underground, sold for $11 shipped. Then a vintage Shimano Spyrex 2000 spinning reel, sold for $50 shipped.
We just sold one the other day in the box, remember?
Oh yeah, we did. So. Then out of the CD25, this is a newer buy. This is
like the newer listing. I had it for like months before I finally went through it, and I just started listing them. But we spent 28 bucks on a huge tub of CDs. Great deal. It was like probably 400 CDs. And I'm probably going to list 100 of them in different lots and stuff. And this one sold for?
This one is Rock Into
Idioma
Volume 2. Sold for $40 shipped. And it is going eBay International.
We already sold one for, I think, 20 or something. And now that for 40. So we're 60 bucks in. We're already in the profit. I could just not list the rest, but we will.
Then we got Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation, both in the snap cases for $15 shipped.
Just such great iconic logos there.
Like
you
the
could
game was always good.
You could just display those. Like it would just be cool to put those up on the wall.
Then we got Ice-T, the classic collection on cassette, sold for 7 and some change.
It's a classic collection, so that probably hurt it. Usually the actual albums, like not a greatest hits or something, or sell a little bit better.
Then a stainless steel Yeti Rambler 14-ounce mug, sold for $14 shipped.
This was 50 cents from that community sale.
Next up, we got a pair of Ultra Men's Paradigm 4.5 running shoes, size 9.5 for men, sold for $49.50.
I forgot where I got those, but I don't think I spent more than 10.
Then these are Reebok, the Royal Tech T. So men's size 8, sold for $25 shipped.
They were $2. So with these Reebok's not a great brand unless it's something super old school, but for $2, we'll ship it for 12 or less usually, and then we'll make 8 or 10 bucks. You know, not probably like $8 on it. So not great. I don't buy them all the time, but sometimes when I'm buying for my one guy, I buy a bunch of shoes, and he wants me to buy a lot.
Then one of my sun tea jars. This one has the giant bright yellow sun on it.
I think I picked this one.
Is this one yours?
I think we sold.
Is mine the rainbow one?
No, the rainbow is not a sun tea jar. She's a canister. The last one you had was the cactus one. We already sold it.
Oh, that's right.
I
So
got
then this one's yours.
I got some in the States. So after Linda,
we got these right after each other.
Yeah, we have sold 3 or 4 now. Linda found a sun tea jar. She looked it up, and we sold it right away for 40 or 45 bucks. Yeah. Then she bought one that had cactuses on it. We sold that one for 50 bucks, I think. And then I went to an estate, so I got this one for $1 or $2, and it sold for
$45 shipped.
So they are glass, guys, so there's a little risk there. We usually bubble wrap them really nice, put them in a nice box, and so far they've been okay. They've been selling though. Usually shipping, I would say, is 14 bucks or less.
Yeah, we like our sun tea jars though.
I don't know what it is, but they do sell.
Then we got a PS4. This is the console only. It is for parts of repair because it does have a bad HDMI, but it still sold for $70.
The guy asked a question at the blue light, and I finally went around it today and tested it for him, and it goes from blue to white, and that's what he wanted. He goes, perfect, and I guess he bought it. So.
Oh, there we go.
But
it pays to answer questions. Even if it's a pain.
Yeah.
It's a $70 sale for one question. Next up, we've got this Thrashed vintage independent skateboard t-shirt, size medium, sold for $18 shipped.
You can see there's a hole right there, staining all over, like discoloration. It's $1 at a garage, so just kind of like a little pile of clothes. I saw it was thrashed, and I'm like, put that in the listing, and I'm like, there's probably some skater out there who's gonna go skate around and doesn't mind a hole or like some stains, because Independent's a pretty known kind of like skate brand or whatever. So this is an older shirt, but it's old. So
then we got Microsoft 97. This is the access key, sold for 11 and some change.
Yeah.
Then we got a Floby.
This is a bolo. If we're gonna call a bolo, this is probably a bolo that you may.
Oh, is this the full system?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this is the
Floby.
Floby.
I don't know. You didn't grab it.
I did not grab it. This is the Floby Precision Home Haircutting System. This Floby sells every single time.
This is a little bit of a newer one. It's in a little better shape, but we sold around the time of COVID or shortly after. We bought from a guy who was a reseller. And they were getting out of the business, and I bought a ton of stuff from them. But it came with 3 Flobies. 2 of them worked. 1 of them, I think, didn't work. So we sold that for parts. But we probably had, I don't know, $250 in Flobie sales, maybe a little more because we sold a power cord. I got this one at a garage sale for $5, and that's from the same community, so I forgot. It is from the community sale. So I paid $5 for that, and it sold for
$90 shipped.
And that community sale was last week.
Yeah.
So last weekend I went. Here we are 1 week later, and we sold $90. We have something else to show you. We sold the shoes for $42. I had paid $10 on those. I had sold this mug that I paid 50 cents on, and there was one other thing I don't remember what it was, but something over there, I guess. Oh, the books I spent $10 on and we already sold. So all that stuff, guys, sold pretty quick, all from one community sale. Obviously, it paid to list it right away and then get that here. Flobies do well. Even the little attachments, these little plastic things that go on here, there's different size ones, they will sell. The battery, if you just find a Floby power cord, it'll sell. During COVID, people, I guess, were using them to cut hair all the time, so because they couldn't go out, so they were even more money, but they still sell now, so pretty cool.
Then we got a vintage Sunbeam Mixmaster. This is the 12-speed green one, or greenish, I don't know. And that sold for $26 and some change.
It's called avocado green, I think is what they call it.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So, yeah, I got the Mixmaster and then I parted it out. So I just parted this. People, sometimes the motors die, so they'll buy other ones. Not the best selling part. Usually like the bowl and different other things will sell a little bit better, but yeah.
Then we got a 2015 Volkswagen Passat owner's manual and case. Sold for $45 shipped.
Always pick up these manuals if I can get them for cheap. Older cars that are not that collectible don't do as well, but newer cars do well. That was probably a couple bucks and it's all for 40 something. Someone probably selling a car or something wants to have it with it. But great deal, guys. Great mix of stuff. Like I said, considering the quantity was low, the quantity of this weekend, or this, how many we have? 36?
33.
33 is low for 3 days for us. That would still be considered a low weekend, but we had 33 over 4 days, but luckily the dollar amount was pretty good. So thank you guys so much. We will see you in the next video with what sells on eBay. Take care.